Hey girl, hey! Welcome back to My Obsessive Confessions. My name is Tigre, and of course this is my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, today we are going to be discussing my current skincare routine. So I've been wanting to do this video for a while because I feel like I have truly found the products that work for me, but at the same time I also am a product junkie at heart. I have this channel for that reason. So I also love trying new products all the time. I do have some staples that I continue to repurchase, but I'm always rotating out and in products that I just want to try out, whether it's new, whether it's talked about, whether I just discovered it. So it's really hard to do these videos because I want to be consistent. But at the same time, I want to share with you what I've been loving. So usually I just talk about the things that work for me in favorites video, but I don't always talk about like the staples in my skincare routine that are always there, so I don't put them in favorites videos. So I just figured I would just go ahead and do it. My skin, I feel like, is really at the best point it's been in a long time, but now getting ready to hit my 30th birthday this year. I'm really excited. I'm not dreading it at all. I just feel like I want to share with you the things that have been working for me. So yeah, that's what we're going to be discussing today. If you do like this video or videos like this, please go ahead and give this a thumbs up, and also join the fam here and become a fam bam member. It's definitely going to be a long video. I have a lot of products here in front of me and I have a lot to say about them. So yeah, if you already are familiar with my channel, I do long videos. It's just not intentionally. I love to talk and I enjoy talking to you guys. So I don't plan on changing that. I mean, every once in a while there'll be like a short video just because I want to get straight to the point. But that's what I want from my channel. So if long videos aren't your thing, this may not be the best video for you to watch or channel for you to be on. But if you like hearing all of my thoughts on things, then definitely hit that subscribe button down below, and we are just going to jump right into it. Alright, so I currently have nothing on my face. I don't have anything. I did my skincare routine earlier this morning, so maybe about like an hour or two ago. So this is just the condition of my skin. I hate when I see people do skincare routines and they have like a full face of makeup on. And don't get me wrong, I'm not judging. I love makeup as well. But I just feel like if you're doing a skincare routine, I should be able to see your skin. That's just something that I feel like is just something I want to see. Like, I want to see what these products are doing for your skin if I can't see them under makeup. So let me get into my skin type. So I'm definitely oily in my T-zone for sure, but around the rest of my skin I'm pretty normal, and I feel like that is because I have balanced my skin with the products that I use. So it has not always been like that. I used to just be oily all over. I've never been super acne prone, but I used to get acne breakouts like underneath the skin. I think they're called cystic acne, in the same spots over and over again. So it was always like on my cheeks and always in the middle of my forehead. And then sometimes, usually hormonal, around that time of the month, I would get breakouts on my chin. But it was always coming back in the same area all the time, and that was just so frustrating to me because I could not figure out what to do. And I definitely feel like these products have helped because I rarely get any acne now. Like I said, of course, if I'm eating super bad, there's just really nothing that you can do from, if you're not doing the right things on the inside. So that is something that I want to work on, of course. But as far as topically, these products have definitely helped just those normal breakouts that don't come from hormonal or what I'm eating. So yeah, so I can definitely attest to that. Also, my core concentration right now, especially during the winter time, is of course moisture. So you will see a lot of hyaluronic acids, a lot of hydrating ingredients, products, because during this time my skin, even though yes it is still more on the oilier side, it is kind of dehydrated. So it's a fine balance that I'm trying to work with. So that is definitely my focus currently. And then as far as like my current or all the time focus, I definitely am worried about hyperpigmentation from those acne scars that I do get. I do scar pretty easily. Like I just had a breakout maybe like, I want to say like a week or two ago, and as you can see, it's left, like there's no texture here, but it has left a little bit of scarring, and it's going away really, really quickly. But really the hyperpigmentation was always just on my cheeks right here. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I don't suffer from super dark under eyes. I just get that, you know, obviously if I haven't slept. So that's not really like a major concern of mine. All right, so I'm gonna start with my nighttime skincare, only because it is the most like lengthy and convoluted process. My morning is really kind of streamlined and not that many products. So I'm first going to talk about the products that I use when I'm wearing makeup. So to remove my makeup in the evening time, I do use what's called the double cleanse method, where you first go in with whether it's a balm or an oil, and then you go in with a cleanser after that. So for my current favorite balm, is definitely the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This is what it looks like. I hope you can see that. It is just such a phenomenal makeup cleansing balm. I have used many balms in the past. I do also like the Clinique Take the Day Away balm. That one's really good. But I always deal with clouded eyes, or like they irritate my eyes, and this just doesn't do that. So it is like a green color, and I love that it comes with a spatula. That's one of my favorite things about it, and the spatula just fits right in there because I don't have to dig my finger in there, which, you know, it's not always hygienic. So I definitely love that. And yeah, so I just go in with that all over my face and on dry skin with makeup on, and it just like breaks everything down. And then from there I will go ahead and rinse away that balm. And really, to be honest with you, I don't need to go in with a second step. I'm so used to it because other ones that I have used in the past, I for sure need a second step. With this one, it really gets away like pretty much everything, and I really don't have to. Like if I'm being on a lazy night, I don't have to, but I always do, just because I don't know. Skincare to me is just something that I take pride in, and it's a ritual of mine. It makes me feel good. So I don't mind all these steps. For the average person, you may not like all these steps, so you don't necessarily need to go in with another second step. But I do. And of course, you've heard me talk about this many, many, many times. This is actually a bottle that I haven't dived into yet because I am using something else. But this is the Purity Made Simple Philosophy face wash, and this is a great, I know a lot of people that use this as a makeup remover as well. I don't like it for that purpose. This is just an all-purpose facial cleanser for me. I use this in the morning, I use this in the evening, I use this anytime I need to. Whenever I go away out of town on trips, I always have like little travel size ones in my bathroom. So this is just a staple in my skincare routine, and I love it. Another facial cleanser that I use in the evening that I barely have anything left, I think I can get one more use out of this, but I really love this, is the CeraVe Renewing SA Cleanser, and I think the SA stands for salicylic acid. And I love this. Like I said, there's like, it's literally empty, so you'll be seeing this in an empties, and I really, really like this in the evening time. This helps control acne. If you are acne prone, I think you would really like this. This exfoliates and detoxifies to remove dirt and oil, and it softens and renews skin. It contains no harsh beads or grains. It is really gentle, but at the same time it has ceramides. It's fragrance free, non-comedogenic. It's just a really good drugstore facial cleanser, and I really like this. I will be repurchasing this. I don't mind spending like money on skincare, but I also like to find things that I can at the drugstore that kind of do the same thing. My only issue with the drugstore is, while some of their products work great, their ingredient list isn't always as good as high-end, which can cause you issues in the long run the more I'm doing research on things like that. So yes, at that time in that month it may work great, but the long-term effects of using certain ingredients aren't always great, which is, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing is more important than just instant gratification. So that is why you will see some products I don't mind using at the drugstore, especially when it comes to facial cleansers, because I am washing them off. When it comes to serums, moisturizers, those things sink into the skin, and I am a little bit more particular about what I'm putting on my skin. So yes, now that we've moved on, after I finish my second cleanse, then I will go into toning. And my all-time favorite toner, I haven't found another toner that I love more than this. This is just a general toner. It doesn't target any specific needs or concerns, but this is just a toner that I go in to tone my skin and make sure that all my makeup is removed. And that is the Thayer's Witch Hazel Aloe Vera alcohol-free toner, and I like the rose petal one. I also like the cucumber, the unscented. I just like all of these. I have been rocking with Thayer's for years. Even before it was in this packaging, it was in like a square packaging or rectangle packaging, whatever. I have loved Thayer's for so long, and like I said, it doesn't do anything for me as far as target any concerns, but it just takes off, makes sure all my makeup is off, it tones the skin, and it's just a staple for me. Another option that sometimes I'll go back and forth with is the Micellar Water Bioderma, and this doesn't necessarily tone, but I can use this as instead of toner to make sure that all my makeup is off. And this is, I got this one from Beautylish. I like this one because it has like that top that you just push down on, but this is also a great option to just go in after your cleanse and make sure that it is all clean. I will also use this in the morning sometimes if I'm in a rush or my skin is just extra dry that day for whatever reason. Instead of washing my skin, I'll just go in with this in the morning with a cotton round or pad. And that's something I didn't bring, but I do want to mention, of course, you've seen it multiple times, my Shiseido cotton rounds, cotton pads, sorry. That's what I use all the time. When I talk about cotton pads, that's the only one that I use. So I just wanted to make sure to mention that because I did not put that out here. But yeah, so I will go in with this in the morning just as like to cleanse my skin. And yes, Bioderma is great. It's all purpose. I always keep it on hand even if I'm not using it every day. And then after I make sure all my makeup is fully removed, that's when I will start to go in with targeted items. So I do have a new addition to my skincare routine in the last month. It's been like maybe 2 months now. And this is also a toner, but this is a specific toner for a specific reason. And this is the Ole Henriksen Glow to Ole Henriksen Glow to OH Dark Spot Toner. And this is just a travel size one, but I have used a lot, as you can see. And this has just been like an ultimate favorite of mine. You'll probably see this in a favorites video because I've just been loving this. This is a toner that has AHAs in it to target dark spots, and I have definitely seen a difference in my dark spots when I started using this. And I just use this in like my T-zone, specifically where I want to target, and that's, like I said, my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin. I don't always use my chin, but this is just so good. A comparable option to this one and that I was using before this is the Ordinary's Glycolic Acid 7% Toning Solution, and I have used a lot of this. My husband actually uses this now since I don't use this anymore now that I have the Ole Henriksen one, but this is also a great option for exfoliating toner as well. But I don't use these every day, or this specifically, I don't use it every day. It is spicy. Like I wouldn't say that my skin is particularly sensitive to anything, but this definitely tingles. Like it's gotten better as I've used it, but it's still like it's a little spicy. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's not like it hurts or anything. It just definitely, you can tell that it is doing something. So yeah, I don't use that every day. I usually use it maybe 2-3 times max a week, but I just love it. So once I've toned, I now will go in with my serums. And my serums change. I alternate between them during the week. So one of the ones that I will use maybe twice a week is used to be the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. And this is through Junk Elephant. This is just like I think they had this as in a set. And I don't use this all the time. Like I said, maybe 2 nights a week, and I only use 1 pump of this, and I mix it in with some other serums that I'll talk about, but this is just a resurfacing glycolic serum. I have not been picking this up ever since I got this other product that does the same thing. It's cheaper and it's more hydrating, and that is the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Night Serum. And I have just been over the moon for this. I heard people talk about it and they are totally right about it. I had it for a little bit and I kept saying I'm just going to finish up my TLC one first and then start this, but I couldn't wait and I dived into it. So I'm still going to finish up the other one, but I definitely will repurchase this over the Junk Elephant one. This one, like I said, especially if you have drier skin. I don't have dry skin, but in the evening times, I love anything that has moisture because I like it to just sink into my skin overnight. I feel like it controls my oils better during the day, and I don't shy away from things that are really like moisturizing, especially during the winter time. But I feel like this does a way better job of moisturizing your skin while still doing the same thing of resurfacing. So this is definitely a favorite. And then as far as the other days that I'm not using those resurfacing, I will go in with the Ordinary's niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. And this is a serum. And this definitely is what I feel like has kept my acne at bay and controlled my oils to the best that they are being controlled now. This is just a miracle product for me, and it is so inexpensive, so affordable. I think this is $6. It's now back being sold at Sephora. I used to get it at Beautylish, and I went through a period where I didn't have this, and I could definitely tell the difference. This is it's just amazing. So I use that on the days that I'm not using, like I said, the resurfacing serums, and I always mix in with both of those serums a hyaluronic acid. And my ultimate favorite one is the Ordinary's hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5, and I just mix them in together. So I'll do my first serum in my palm of my hand and then mix this in there with it, and then I put it all over my skin. I know some people feel like you're supposed to layer things. It's just, for me, I found that it works. I mix them together in my palm and then just put it all over my skin. But this is really something that I'm more so in the winter time. This is specific to the winter time. I'm definitely mixing in some type of hyaluronic acid. I also have some travel sizes of the Junk Elephant's Hydra Boost serum, or what is it called? That's not what it's called. I forget. I'll try to leave like a picture or a link or something, but it's just like their hyaluronic acid. It's like a moisturizing booster that does the same thing, but like I said, this is a million times cheaper than that. So I love this, especially during this time. Okay, so once I have all my serums in, I do let them sink in a little bit, and then I'll go into eye cream while they're sinking in, because I want to give them the chance to sink into my skin and do their thing. And my favorite current eye cream for evening time is definitely the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. You probably can't see that because it's white, but it's just a really, really, really hydrating, thick eye cream, and a little bit of this goes a long way. This is like not even the full size. I think this comes in, the full size is 2 ounces or 1 ounce. I'm not sure. This is the 0.5 ounces. I don't understand how anyone can go through anything bigger than this, let alone this, because eye creams for the most part expire 6 months. They only last 6 months, and according to the packaging. And I don't think I've ever gone through a whole eye cream within that 6-month period. I still use it after the 6 months. You probably shouldn't, and I probably shouldn't, but who could go through this? Especially because This is so thick and you only need just a little bit to get that hydration that you need. I just don't understand. They should totally sell this in lower than 0.5, and I would prefer it to be in like a squeeze tube. That's why I always, anytime there is like 100-point perks, I know people get really mad at Sephora for their 100-point perks and they're getting better at it. But I really love getting sample sizes of products because they last a long time, especially eye creams, things that you don't need a lot of. I love getting those. But anyways, yes, this is just phenomenal and I love it. I definitely put it between my two fingers, warm it up a little bit. It does take a little bit to sink in, but once it does, it is so good. I've used that in the morning time as well. It's interchangeable for me, but it's definitely one of my staples. And then once my eye cream is all set in, then I will go in with my nighttime moisturizer. So my current favorite moisturizer right now is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. And I just am looking for night creams. I used to love, specifically during this time, the Origins Nitamins, but then they added like some type of enzymes and all that stuff to make it like a retexturizing. AHAs and glycolic acid are really, really big right now. So it's very hard to find products that don't have that in there. And I already use so many acids and resurfacing products that when it comes to my final step, I just want something that is just a plain moisturizer. And that's where this First Aid Beauty comes in. It is just, that's exactly what it is. It's just a simple, hydrating, it is pretty thick moisturizer, but I love this for nighttime. It doesn't do anything but moisturize, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't need any resurfacing on top of resurfacing. It's just simple and I love it. It has decent ingredients, and yeah, I just really enjoy this one. The other night cream that I have really been loving is the Dr. Robex No Worries Hydrating Face Moisturizer. And I think I'm definitely going to purchase the full size of this. This is, again, it doesn't have any extra claims other than to just moisturize. And that's what I want for my nighttime moisturizer. And it just has like the ingredients list on this is just phenomenal. It's even better to me than the First Aid Beauty, because the First Aid Beauty does have some dimethicone. It's not like very high up in the list, but and I told you guys how I'm trying to steer away from that, so I think I'm going to repurchase this and kind of replace that once my First Aid Beauty is out. But this, like, the ingredients list on this, the first one is water, of course, then it's macadamia seed oil, glycerin, then it has hyaluronic acid, it has lavender oil, rosehip oil. This is so good, and I definitely am going to be getting the full size of this, so I just had to mention that. And this, like, travel size has been lasting me a really good time. So with my moisturizer, again, I know a lot of people will say you shouldn't mix things, but I do. I don't care. I will put my moisturizer in the palm of my hand, and then I will always mix it with an oil and then put it all over my skin. And my current favorite oils, all the time oil, is the Ordinary's organic cold pressed rosehip seed oil. I don't mix this in with the Dr. Robex because this already has rosehip seed oil in it, but if I use like the First Aid Beauty cream, I will for sure mix this in there. And rosehip seed oil is just beautiful. It's really not as oily as other oils, so it's perfect for oilier skin girls out there. If you are oily and you're scared of oils, this is the one for you. And I just put it in, like I said, drop one, like I usually do 2 to 3 drops in the palm of my hand with my moisturizer and then put it all over. If I'm feeling like fancy that night, I will do the moisturizer and then this and pat it into the skin. That's what people recommend to do. But I haven't seen any adverse reaction, or my skin is still getting the moisture that it needs. So just mixing it works fine for me. Another really good oil that I like is the Biossance 100% squalane oil. Doesn't necessarily need to be the Biossance one. The Ordinary has a squalane oil that I think I will probably get after I finish up a couple of these, because I have another one of these actually. But squalane oil is just, I think squalane oil is supposed to be the oil that's most comparable to the oil that your skin naturally produces. So that's why this is really good, and I really have been loving this one during this time. And then of course a Holygrail oil that I'm going to purchase the full size eventually, but I have so many of these travel size ones I don't need to. The Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. This is not a dry oil. This is very, very oily, but it does wonders. It really does moisturize, sink into the skin. It is just a beautiful, beautiful oil, and I love it. And like I said, it's a staple. All right, so now we can go ahead and move on to the morning time skincare. In the morning, I try to keep it really simple. I don't want to do a lot. One, I'm always on the go, and two, I just don't feel like after all that products that I put on the nighttime, I do want my skin to be able to still absorb those things. So I don't want to, you know, do anything crazy in the morning. Like I said, I will use the Purity Purity face wash in the morning sometimes, but more recently during the current winter time, I have been using things that are more of a hydrating face wash. And one of my recent favorites is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gentle Cleansing Lotion, and this is for sensitive skin. It is fragrance free and it has hyaluronic acid in it, and as you can see, I have used a lot of this, and this is really, really like a milky consistency, and you don't necessarily need water. I do wet my face just a little bit, and I just go over my face with this in the morning. It's not going to be that type of it's not going to be that type of cleanser that is like stripping your skin or making you feel like squeaky clean. It doesn't do that at all. It just leaves your skin like getting any of the dirt or whatever would get on your skin at nighttime. That's why I'm not like a huge believer in doing anything crazy in the morning, because like what can really happen at nighttime, you know? But I do like to go in with something to kind of get anything topical off of my skin, and this has been a good one. And then of course I'll still go back in with toner. I'll typically use the Thayer's one in the morning. After toner, I will then go in with my morning serum. I haven't found a brightening serum, vitamin C serum, better than this yet, and that is the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum. I love this. I only need one pump of this. It's just such a good serum at brightening, and it just does wonders for my skin. I really, really love it. Just like nighttime, I still will go ahead and add a hyaluronic acid to my vitamin C. So I will usually mix these two together, or like I said, the physician's formula. And that's really, like I said, a winter skincare thing. I just want to have as much moisture in my skin right now as possible. So I will mix that in there, and then while that is setting in, I will then go in with eye cream. A long time morning eye cream favorite of mine was the Origins Ginseng eye cream, and I loved this eye cream for so long. I've used this many times. I repurchased this many times. I'm almost out of it, as you can see. Again, this still says 6 months. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I'm over the 6 months on this, but I really, really like that, especially during the summer, springtime. But my current favorite, I'm still trying to finish up that Origins, but I keep going back to this one, and that is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. I feel like they are very, very comparable, but the Ole Henriksen is just a little bit more hydrating. So it's better for me during this time of the year. This one, when you don't need so much moisture in the summertime, is going to be good, but I have been loving this one. It's more of a cream than a gel, and I just really, really like it. It's still lightweight though. It doesn't mess with makeup or anything like that, and I really, really love that one. And then for morning moisturizer, I didn't bring it. Oh my goodness. So I also love, I'm pretty sure I just finished it, and that's why I don't have it here, because it's in my empties. But it's the Ole Henriksen Banana Gel Cream or whatever. I'll put a picture somewhere here. I have a few travel size ones of those in my like little stash. But I really, really love that one. But a recent favorite, and one that I can see myself just being obsessed with and already fallen in love with it, is the Pharmacy Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer. Oh, you guys, This is what it looks like. I don't think you can see that, but it has like little beads in there. This is to me what I feel like the Tatcha water cream is supposed to be. For me, I know everybody loves Tatcha water cream, but it did nothing for me. It literally felt like I was putting water on my skin. I mean, it feels nice going on, but it doesn't do anything. And for that price, it's like, what's the point? This is exactly, I feel like, the same concept where you put it in your hand and you rub it together and it like disappears. It turns into like something water-like, and you put it on your skin, but you can feel the moisture. It has honey in it, which is a humectant and brings moisture to your skin. It is just so good. I am going to be purchasing the full size of this. I think it's going to be great during the summer, during the spring, during the fall. It's just really a phenomenal lightweight moisturizer, just as it is named. One from the drugstore that me and my husband used for quite a while, and I just realized from a subscriber of mine down below had told me that this does have dimethicone in it. I did not catch that when I looked at the ingredients, and that is the L'Oreal Hydrogenous moisturizer. My husband does not care. I've explained it to him, but he uses it, so I will continue to repurchase it for him. You know, men, he doesn't want to spend a lot of money on skincare, and he doesn't want to use anything that I tell him is like pricey of mine. He's like, oh, I don't want to touch it. So, you know, I kind of have to ease him into certain things, but that is not a bad moisturizer. Again, if you don't care about dimethicones and silicones, things like that, which it's up and down. It's just something that I'm choosing to kind of get away from, but it's not like it's super harmful for you. It's not going to be a big deal. Like I said, there are products, even the First Aid Beauty has dimethicone in it. It's not a huge deal. It's just something that I'm trying to limit because it's just, I feel like it's not something that I want in my skincare. But that is a good moisturizer. That and the Neutrogena Hydro Boost, which also has, I think, dimethicone in it as well. Those are good moisturizers at the drugstore. And then lastly, and the most important step, you guys, is sunscreen. And I don't care if you are the fairest of fair or the darkest of ebony glass, I don't know, obsidian skin. I don't really care. You need sunscreen, especially if you are trying to get rid of dark spots or you are targeting anything, and especially if you, like me, are using a lot of resurfacing toners and AHAs and glycolic acids. You need sunscreen in your skin because your skin is more susceptible to the sun, and as well as with it being more susceptible, your dark spots will come back. They will come back stronger. So sunscreen is important. And one of my favorites is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost SPF 50 sunscreen. I love this during this time of the year because it's very moisturizing, because it's also part of that Hydro Boost line. So it has hyaluronic acid in it, and it's just really good sunscreen for me. I also love the Supergoop one, which I don't have in front of me. I don't even know where it's at. It's probably in my purse because I was running late and grabbed it. But I always wear sunscreen. Being a woman of color, finding a sunscreen can be hard because a lot of sunscreens have like a flashback. They turn you purple. They're really white. So I'm always going to share with you sunscreens that work for me. Maybe one day I'll do a video on the ones that have been my favorite. Like I said, I love the Julep one. Like I said, the Supergoop one, this one. So yeah, I'm always trying new ones, and if I find one, I will share it with you. And if you want me to do a specific video on the sunscreens that I have loved, sunscreens that I don't like, let me know. I will definitely do that. But yes, sunscreen, final step, most important step, have to have it. And then I just want to mention some like side things. This isn't really a side thing, but this is, I don't know how I forgot this, but this is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I put this on in the morning. I put this on in the evening. I put this on all the time. This is the vanilla one. Smells so good. And I'm like, me and my husband share this, and like almost done, but do not fret. I have a backup of this. Not the vanilla. I have the original one as a backup, but I will never be without that. I love it. It's phenomenal. Some other things I wanted to mention was facial sprays. I have two here. This is the My Obsessive facial spray. One is with chamomile and lavender, and then this one is the rose water one. And I like these sometimes as like a finishing step at nighttime. Just these to me don't really do anything, but they kind of are for that night when I don't want to rush through it and I'm just taking my time and I don't really care and I just want to feel good. I will do the lavender one at nighttime. Sometimes I'll do it after my toning step, or sometimes I'll do it at the very end of everything. It just gives you an extra little boost, and it smells like lavender, so it kind of gets you ready for bed, and I like it. And then like I said, with the rose water, I will do that same thing in the morning time as like a final step after toning, whatever. Like I said, they don't really do much for me. I just had to mention them because it is something that I use a lot as just a feel-good step. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is an essence. And I'm only mentioning this because you'll see that I've used a lot of it. This is the Secret Key Starting Treatment Essence. And I think this is like a limited edition, like rose one. I got this recommendation from Gothamista. I'll leave her down below or on the screen. That's where I found out about this from. And it was really affordable. It's a Korean brand. And I don't know, guys. I've heard that there's such great things about essences and why you should use them, but I really don't see a difference when I use this. Again, this is just like the sprays. One of those steps where like if I'm just not in a rush and I have the time, I will add it to my skincare and it doesn't hurt anything, but I really don't see a big difference. So let me know how you feel about essences, facial sprays, like those extra things. Do they do anything for you? I don't know. I just have to do maybe more research. I really don't see a difference. But that is it for my skincare. I know it is a lot. It is a lot of products. I don't use everything all at one time, but these are my current staple products that I have been rotating in and out of my skincare. So yeah, let me know what skincare, like if you have any of these that you love, if there's any things that you think I should try, because again, I'm a product junkie. I'm always down to try something new. But yeah, that is it. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I do want to do a favorite masks and like tools video, so let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. I'm probably going to film it regardless of the response because I just feel like I want to share it with you. And masks is something that I couldn't put it in here, like sheet masks, face masks. I do them probably minimum 3 times a week, so it's definitely something I want to share with you. My favorite masks, I love them. It's something that is a staple in my skincare, and let me know your feelings on that, and that video will probably be coming not too far after this one. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you. I love you. And until next time, guys, bye.